Hello, my babies. Hello, my honeys. Hello, my ragtime gals. Why is my PNG tuber not really working? Ladies and gentlemen, I am feeling sick today, but I want to be all cozy and stuff. Let me see if I can adjust this. Come on. Oh, you're trying to listen to my webcam. That's why. Are we talking? Yeah, there we go. My mouth is moving now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm feeling sick, but I want to play a cozy game of my childhood. So we're playing The Colonel's Bequest. Why is a game about murders my comfort childhood game? I think I might need to talk to a therapist about that one. Excuse my voice, as mentioned. Sick. And I'm not setting up my camera and lights when I feel like a snot bag. So, got my mouse cursor. Excellent. I believe, yes, the curtain is about to go up. Please be seated. Hey, Von Aether, good to see you. I work nights, so I normally don't even get in until a couple hours from now. Have I previously attended a performance of The Colonel's Bequest? Well, yes, I have, but for the sake of visuals, let's watch the intro. Stabby. Will of Henri Dijon. We will see just how bad my southern accents are for this. Oh my goodness! The Colonel's Bequest. Or, as I and I'm sure everyone else assumed, the Colonel's Bequest. Sierra just couldn't get away from using Quest in their game titles around this time. Like, how can we shove this in here? Bequest! Much better than Murder Quest, I'm sure. Aw, yeah. Featuring Colonel Henri Dijon, Mr. Mustard Man himself, his faithful staff, Celie, Fifi, and Jeeves. The rest of the Dijon family, Rudy, Gertie, and Gloria. The Prune family, Lillian and Ethel. The Colonel's confidants, Clarence Sparrow and Dr. Wilbur C. Fields. And starring Laura Bow. I always felt like they should do a little dance here, but they don't. 1925, Tulane University, New Orleans, Louisiana. Music's so fun in this. Directed by Roberta Williams and Chris Iden. Use the sniffles. I'll try and keep it away from the mic. Hey Laura, want to come with me this weekend to my Uncle Henri's estate? He's having a family reunion of some sort. You can keep me company. I don't know. I have studying to do. Oh, come on. It'll be a scream. It's such a creepy old place. You might find it interesting. Okay, count me in. And so we learned that Laura Bow is studious and dutiful, and Lillian is a party girl. Programmed by Chris Hoyt and Chris Idle. All Chris's, all the time. I went to a murder mystery party early this year, and I attempted to make a dress that looked like Laura Bowes. I couldn't find fabric that was the right price. I'd start in 7 seconds. Stream Elements, you failed me. You're supposed to do little announcements in chat. Clunk. We're here, Laura. Misty Acres. Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo. Well, what do you think? It looks interesting, all right. Wait till you meet the family. Music and sounds by Ken Allen. Give himself a little fanfare there. Yes? Jeeves, don't you remember me? I'm Lillian. Oh, yes. Everyone else has already arrived. They're just sitting down for dinner. Please come in and join them. So in the manual, I can't remember if it was the manual or was the hint book, because we had both. Sorry, to be continued. During dinner. I'm glad you're all here. I'm sure you're all wondering why I sent for you. This is more of a Kentucky accent. I apologize. That's what you're getting. As you know, I'm a very wealthy man. I've invested my money wisely and I've put away almost every dime. However, my end is near, and I've decided to bequeath my millions to each of you sitting at the table. Awkward. Except, of course, Lillian's friend Laura. Anyway, as I have said, you're all inheriting my money, and you will inherit equally when I go. If any of you should die before I do, then your share will be distributed equally to the surviving parts. I'm tired, Fifi. Help me back to my room. Friend once asked if you'd played Franbo, not realizing, thinking it was Laura Bow and the Dagger of Amun-Ra. Ooh, it's a little different. It's just a smidge different. But anytime I see Franbo, I think the same thing. Like, is this a sequel? The old goat. I'm surprised he didn't try and take it with him. He's such a skinflint. I don't think you deserve it. I have no idea who's talking here. So, general voices. How much you think he's got? Well, I know what I'm doing with my share. Your share? I bet the old codger outlives you. I wonder how sick he is. You think he's gonna go soon? I've had enough of it. Laura and I will retire to our room now. Act 1. Sorry. Bang, bang. Oh, I just noticed my freezer is open. One moment, please. Benefit of using the PNG tuber, I can get up and do stuff, and unless I said it out loud, you would never know. This is the guest room you share with Lillian. Though a bit tired looking, it seems comfortable enough. And it's so nice that they have designed this guest room to coordinate with my hair color. Lord, dear, please excuse me. I'm going to freshen up in the bathroom. Why don't you explore the estate a bit? Something doesn't feel right. Everyone's acting so strange, even Lillian. What would Daddy do in a situation like this? Honey, if things don't feel right, they probably aren't. Observe the situation closely, yet be unobtrusive. Explore your surroundings quietly and carefully. Try to question the others without raising suspicion. Notice small details. Take lots of notes. And above all, be careful. Since you never go anywhere without your trusty notebook and pencil, you go to your suitcase, open it, and remove those 2 items. Yes, your father is right. Observing the situation and taking notes would be a good idea. Hint, hint. All right, so now I have control and I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. Whoa. Okay. Yep, I'm sick. My brain is going to be very interesting for this playthrough, but I just want to do something comfy and cozy. And murder is comfy and cozy, apparently, because there's something wrong with me. All right. It looks like this might have been a nursery at one time. Now it has been converted into a makeshift guest room with Ethel as its current guest. So we put the old lady in the baby room. Oh, I've been playing Quest for Glory, so I'm used to greeting everyone. Don't get any response. Ethel is a stylishly dressed, overly made up, older woman. Many years of hard drinking have taken their toll on her face, as her face is puffy and red, and her skin is wrinkled prematurely. She always seems to have a drink in her hand. You've never met her before, but Ethel is your friend Lillian's mother. Wouldn't the states have been in prohibition at this point? 1925? I'm not sure. I'm Canadian. And Canada is where the states got all of their liquor from. Well, not all of it. Some they got from bathtubs. Ask about Ethel. I'm not discussing myself with you. Prohibition was 1920 to 1933. Thank you very much. So yeah, where are they getting all this liquor from? Question mark. Actually, the big estate, it might have just been hanging around. Might have just had it on hand. Ask about Lillian. Lillian and I've had our ups and downs over the years, like any mother and daughter. Ask about Henri. Henri's always been a penny-pinching miser, and he hates people. That's why he lives way out here. Ask about, who else do we have? Gertie. All I say is Gertie and I don't see eye to eye. Interesting. Ask about Gloria. Just going through everybody. My niece acts like she's a famous actress. Why, she's nothing but a casting couch cookie. Ask about Rudy. My nephew tries to pass himself off as a gentleman, but he's nothing but a worthless gambler and womanizer. Ask about husband. The game does not understand husband. Do we know Colonel's brother's name that she married? Ask about Seely. Did I spell that right? Seely's been around forever. Her parents were slaves on this very plantation. She's got some strange practices, though. Oh, so we've got a lovely little Song of the South bit here. Delightful. Ask about Jeeves. Sometimes I wonder about that man. What he's really up to. As far as I remember, he's not actually up to anything. He's just a servant who is dating another servant. Oh no. Ask about Fifi. Speaking of other servant. That girl had better watch her step around here. Ask about... who else is there? Wilbur. I don't know Dr. Feelswell, but I don't like him. Ask about Clarence. Honestly, I don't know why Henri insists on keeping him. He's not to be trusted. Whom else? Or what to ask about estate? Down is too far away from New Orleans. Frankly, I can't stand the isolation. New Orleans. Why not? The game does not understand new. Okay. How about Old Orleans? If we're very French, we talk about Orleans. Look at house. See nothing special. Look, room. It's the same thing as look. Look. There's some old toys left over from many years ago. Look. Dollhouse? It's a wonderful old dollhouse, but you better leave it alone. Touchy, 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 touch. Ask about Will. I don't know anything about it. Ask about booze. I don't know anything about it. Yes, you do. Ask about... Yeah, I think that's all I've got to ask her about right now. What's she done now? Why, nothing that I know of. Yet. Did I say that out loud? It's entirely possible that nothing bad will happen at all. Look, painting. Above the fireplace, you notice a picture of Colonel Dijon in his younger, more vital days. On the opposite wall, you also see a picture of a little girl. Funny, the girl's eyes have a strange, hollow look to them. All right, we're going to save. Oh my goodness, I have all my saves from my last game. Gonna die. Spoilers about what I'm about to do. Let me just increase the speed because that drives me crazy. Look, door. Beneath a set of 3 small pictures, you notice a small door in the wall. Open. Door. It appears to be a chute of some kind. You wonder where it goes to. Let's find out. Enter chute. Oh, shoot. In the manual, it actually tells you to do that. I'm like, Like there's a sort of little walkthrough at the beginning so that you get an idea of, my speed's down again. An idea of like what sort of things you can type and how to move around. Basically, it's a little script that you can follow. And towards the end, it's like, and this is how you save your game. Type save or use the menu, and then open the chute, and then go down the chute, and now you can try playing the game for yourself. This is the back upstairs hallway of the mansion. Look, cat. A beautiful porcelain cat sits elegantly on a marble pedestal. Look, vase. A lovely vase rests atop the marble pedestal. Look. I think right-clicking? Yes, I can right-click on things to look at them. 2 Greek statues guard both sides of the bathroom door. Beneath the Greek statues, you see 2 dressers. 2 old armoires rest against the side walls. This is the game. This is from where I learned the word armoire. Don't tell me video games don't teach you things. Okay. Look, armoire. Okay. Open armoire. Nothing important in there. Nope, they're totally innocent. Nothing happening there. Look, floor. Notice deep scuff marks on the floor near the 2 armoires. So we have our little tiny hints that there is something going on here with the armoires. This is the front upstairs hallway of the plantation house. A grand staircase leads down to the lower level. This appears to be another guest room that Rudy and Clarence are sharing. Look, painting. You notice an interesting picture of a woman and child. Oddly, the woman's eyes have a strange, far-away look to them. This is a trope you don't see anymore. Just there's paintings on the walls with the eyes cut out for people to look through. Move arm. Oh, well, I'm not going to have anything to see yet, so I'm not going to do that. Oops. No. There we go. A modern bathroom has been installed in this old house. Oh, I missed Lillian in here. See a dusty old mirror hanging on the wall. Wash hands. Okay. Doesn't it sound like water? Such a good water sound. Look. Garbage. You see, nothing special. Flush. Toilet. I'm not close enough. There we go. Okay. Serves no purpose. But they put that in there for funsies. Because they know you're going to try. You know what? Not that I've done anything. Take bath. Yes, you do feel a bit grimy. Perhaps a shower will make you feel better. Oh my! Oh gosh, I forgot how just put that there. Oh well. Didn't Alfred teach you anything? Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. This is the front downstairs hallway of the big house. A grand stairway leads upstairs. I like that there's descriptions of every room when you enter regardless. This is the back downstairs hallway of the big house. Double French doors lead out back. Ticking clock. The incessant ticking of the stately grandfather clock is the only sound you hear in the empty hallway. Oh, interesting. I can't look at the floor in front of the clock. Let me look floor. See numerous scratch marks on the floor near the grandfather clock. Look mirror. An interesting oval mirror hangs on the hallway wall. The hallway wallway. Oh, I apologize for my sniffles. This must be the library, as you can tell by the books. You see many books of various and sundry topics displayed in the bookcases. Tucked into one wall, you notice an elevator shaft. Jeeves is the Colonel's imposing butler. Though you find him somewhat good-looking, he nevertheless gives off a disconcerting feeling of secretiveness. You have noticed that Jeeves generally keeps to himself and seems to talk in little more than monosyllables. You wonder about him. Dr. Wilbur C. Fields is a pudgy man in his mid-50s. He seems to be a nervous type and sweats profusely. You wonder about his medical practices and if he ever samples his own wares. You gather that he has been the Colonel's personal physician for many years. Would you like a drink? No, thank you. So most of the characters are pastiches of other characters or people from the 1920s. So, Gloria is Gloria Swanson, who is an actress. Rudy is Rudolph Valentino. Wilbur C. Fields is W.C. Fields, comedian known for being a drunkard and hating children specifically. Laura Bow is Takeoff of Clara Bow. Fifi and Jeeves are generic servant names. Like, oh, there's a French maid, she's going to be named Fifi. There's a butler, he's going to be named Jeeves. Jeeves was specifically the butler in the Jeeves and Wooster books by P.G. Wodehouse, of which there is an excellent television show starring Hugh Laurie and Stephen Fry. And it is hilarious and delightful. You see some books on the table. I'm looking at the bookshelf. Read. Book. Glance at the titles of various books, but frankly find most of them boring. You decide to pass. What kind of journalism student are you, Laura? Doesn't actually say in the game, but that is what she is studying, journalism. Okay, we're going to do all of the questions to Dr. Fields, sorry. Ask. Be off to bed. Thanks very much, Von Aether. Have a good night. Ask about who or what. Let's start at the top. Henri. Henri's got more life in him than you might think. Yes-sirree. Not sure about that voice. We'll see if it continues. Ask about Lillian. I haven't seen Lillian for quite some time. I remember her visiting here as a child. I understand she had some problems a while back. Ask about problems? I don't think I'll get anything, but the game does not understand problems. Oh, I envy you, game. I envy you. Ask about Ethel. Ethel and Henri were never close. As a consequence, I never saw much of her. So Lillian was around here a lot as a child, but Ethel was not. Ask about... let's go through the other Dijons. Gertie. I'm not well acquainted with Gertrude. I know her daughter, though. Oh, do you? Ask about Gloria. Gloria's a beautiful girl. A desirable girl. Ew. She was a patient of mine once, though I haven't seen her for quite some time. Ew. Why you gotta say that? Ask about Rudy. Rudy has no more morals than a rat. He's no right to pick on me. Oh, he's picking on you. Oh, you poor old man. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. Meh. Ask about... Oh, so sorry for the sniffles. What shall I ask about? Let's go through the servants. Fee. Ah, Fee. Wonderful girl. Wonderful girl. Yuck. Gross. Ask about Jeeves. I don't think much about Jeeves. Ask about Whoop. Lee. Love her pecan pie. Or pecan. Can't remember whether they say pecan or pecan in the South. We say pecan up here, unless you're trying to be fancy. Like this food is studded with pecans, but it's pecan pie. Ask about Clarence. Sometimes Clarence gets a bum rap. He's not as bad as some would have you think. I'm very limited in the voices I can do in male Southern. I can do quite a few female Southern voices. Yeah, let's make it American. Hey, it's basically an Agatha Christie story, but we need a big house, and it's isolated, so we're going Louisiana. We're going Southern. I don't think this would have quite the same effect if it took place in, like, an apartment in New York or something. Like, well, we'll just go down the street and get the police because there are dead bodies everywhere. We have to be isolated. In an Agatha Christie... Yeah, apparently. Like, there were temperance movements in Canada, but not to the extent that they were in the States. So I wasn't sure on the dates of that. That's why that came up in the chat. Canada was actually a source of rum running across the Great Lakes. People would make the alcohol in Ontario and then bring it down to New York and Michigan and all of that. New York is in New York State, not New York City. I think they had things pretty tightly controlled over who was making the alcohol in New York City. Okay, ask about not ask about Michigan, ask about Mansion. Is that where going over Niagara Falls and the barrel comes from? No, actually. That was a thing that real life people did. I've actually been to the Niagara History Museum, like Niagara Falls, Ontario, and they actually still have the barrel that this one woman went over Niagara Falls in and survived. And then she would tour around like, this is my barrel. Look at it. I survived. I am not dead. Just a barrel was what they had that they thought, well, I'll be enclosed. It might protect me going over. Like, I don't know why they thought it would be a good idea in the first place, but stunts and freak shows were popular at the time. I think that actually happened more 1910s. That was a weird rationale. Yeah, it's like, why did that come to mind to try and do that? Let's ask him about the will. About will. You don't know anything about it? Oh, interesting. Let's see. Oh, goodbye. This is a very elegant dining room. Looks like the Colonel has some class after all. Look. Wall. Mirror? See a dusty old mirror hanging on the wall? Look. Is there anything I can do to look at the south wall here? Because I know there's going to be a painting there. Upon the wall, opposite the fireplace, hangs a picture of an aristocratic-looking older man. That's strange. The eyes of the man appear oddly vacant. Excuse the sniffles. I'm sick. You have entered the parlor of the old mansion. Against the back wall, you notice a sculpted marble bar, and in the corner, a parrot swings from its bird stand. Darn it! Didn't want... Oh. Is there anything I've missed? I don't think so. It's early enough. That old biddy, she's half sloshed most of the time. Shh! Here's that young friend of Lillian's. I'm just gonna... investigate. Move mirror. You push on the oval mirror and, to your astonishment, find that the mirror opens to reveal a secret door. Secret tunnel. You have found a small hidden room in the house. Look. Holes. Like the little eyes moving back and forth. I've offered her a fair deal many times for a property along the river. The old biddy won't sell, so she's going to force me into taking some sort of action. What could you possibly want with that swampy land anyway? It's no good for anybody. There's got to be spying. Little do you know, Gertie, my dear. Let's just say that I happen to know it's worth a great deal, and I have several rich potential investors who would back me up. I can't read that fast, sorry. Now tell me. I've said too much already. You'll probably go and blab everything to Ethel. This one stays on forever. Oh, the nerve. Well, if I were Ethel, I wouldn't sell you and land either. You're no better than a low-down snake in the grass. My affair with Gloria is none of your business. Besides, she doesn't care what you think. I'm just not reading very fast. You're trying to exploit my daughter just like you try to exploit everyone else. Well, I've got the goods on you, mister. I know about your little racehorse scam. If you don't watch your P's and Q's, I'm going to Oh, man, I can't read fast today. Try it, lady. I've had enough of this. And off she goes. This is going to seem weird, but you notice a faint aroma of perfume. Ha ha! There was a smell to smell. I do know the game. I see you've played Knifey Spoony before. Yeah, these are all my old saves from my last playthrough. Okay. It's from The Simpsons, where they go to Australia. It's based on a line from Crocodile Dundee, where he is threatened with a knife. He's like, call that a knife? This is a knife. And he has like a giant Bowie knife. Call that a knife? This is a knife. That's a spoon. So you played knifey spoony before. Act 1. Interesting. My 5 key doesn't work on my numpad. No, new keyboard. Why must you fail me? Okay, so this over here, sometimes, I don't know exactly what triggers it, but sometimes you walk over here and then a hand will reach out and strangle you and drag you off to the side, and you're like, the eyes bug out, and it's absolutely terrifying. The first time I ever saw that, I screamed out loud. The atmosphere in this game is really good. Move. Clock. Oop. You pull the grandfather clock and, to your surprise, find that the whole clock opens to reveal a secret door. Found a small hidden room in the house. Smell. Notice a faint aroma of perfume. Look. Oh, look. Holes. The one thing I don't remember is exactly what puts the time forward. So I might end up missing things. We'll find out. What a skinflint Uncle Henry is. Man, what I could do with his dough. Sorry, that should probably be Henri, but you get what you get. How rich is he, darling? Don't know for sure. At least a couple mil. It's not 3 hours, it's half an hour. He's so rich, why doesn't he keep his place up better? It's such a dump. The old miser wouldn't part with a penny if he couldn't help it. I wonder if Fifi's getting any of his money, though. I bet she's trying to, anyway. Why, she practically has him wound around her little finger. Darling, it's disgusting. Speaking of disgusting, what are you going to do about Clarence? Oh, him. I've decided to break up with Clarence. I have a new beau, a director, no less. He's such a doll. Clarence isn't going to like it when you break it off. I don't trust him at all, the snake. The second person to call Clarence specifically a snake. Oh, darling, that reminds me. Remember that little medical problem I had? I don't trust Wilbur to keep it quiet. It could ruin my career if it got out. I've got to talk to him. You do that, my dear sister. No one talks like that. As for me, I'm going to retire to my room for a while. Kiss, kiss. Stab, 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 stab. Look. Oh, no, look. Hole. The doctor is alone, reading a magazine. Yeah, so most of the time when the clock moves forward, it's 15 minutes. At the end of an act, it goes forward a whole hour. I know what triggers the act ending. Ooh. You know what? Save. Just for fun. Oh. Not what I wanted to do. You're standing in front of the old plantation house right by the front door. Oh. What do I have to do? I know it can get crushed by the chandelier. I don't remember what I have to do to make that happen. move armoire. You pull on the armoire. Surprise! You find that the whole armoire opens to reveal a secret door. I found a small hidden room in the house. Smell. Faint aroma of perfume. Rudy is having a drink in his room. Gertie isn't deserving of any of Henri's money. Why, she's not even a blood relative. What are you going to do about it, Mother? Well, I certainly talked to Henri about her and those two brats of hers. You never change, do you, Mother? Never mind, Lillian. You and I will never agree on anything. And we'll move this one. Armoire. Pull on the armoire. Surprise, you find the whole thing moves to reveal a secret door. And we're going to smell this one too. Everything smells like perfume. Oh my! Scandalousnesses! Weirdly, the Quest for Glory games are all rated mature, according to Twitch. This is not. Oh, mon ami, I find it difficult to refuse you. I am so attracted to you. Moi. Well, I was quite a blade in my younger days. Oh la la, I can tell. Henri, I can tell. Fifth, my dear, I do appreciate you, but you better leave now before we're noticed. If you say so, Henri, au revoir. Scandal! Naked scandal! If you ask me, I don't think she has any. Oh, hello, dear. Drink, drink, drink. Ask Lillian about... Actually, I haven't even looked at Lillian. I missed her in the bathroom at the beginning because I was busy talking to Gertie. Lillian. Your friend Lillian Prune is a rebellious flapper. Like you, she's 20 years old, but unlike you, she's been known to hang out in speakeasies, smoke, and run around with several young men. She is assertive and outgoing to the point of obnoxiousness, but underneath it all, you believe her to be a lonely, insecure girl. That's an understatement, as we will find if I manage to get through the game. Ask Lillian about Ethel. Mother is who she is, that's all. Ask about Henri. Uncle Henry and I are very close. At least we used to be. He's always been like father to me, you know. Ask about father? Game does not understand father. You know, many people have that problem. They just don't understand their fathers. Ask about... let's go through... That's Ethel. That's Gertie. I've always thought my Aunt Gertie was the biggest snob. Ask about Gloria. Oh, Gloria thinks she's so glamorous. She thinks she's so beautiful. She's just available. That's all she is. Ask about Rudy. Rudy's never paid much attention to me. He's always had his girlfriend, his so-called high life. Ask about Fifi. Fifi's such a fake. I don't understand what Uncle Henri sees in her. Ask about Jeeves. If you ask me, I think he's having a little fling with Fifi. Ask about Celie. Oh, I just love Celie. She listens to me, you know. And that's all you really need. Ask about... whom else? Wilbur. I don't know why Uncle Henri keeps him around. Doctor feels he's nothing but a lecherous old quack. Ask about Clarence. Clarence Sparrow is nothing but a cheap swindler. Bet he cheats Uncle Henri out of a lot of his money. Ask about Will. I don't know anything about it. Ask about House. Ask about Mansion. Plantation. Place used to be a plantation, you know. I find it real fascinating. Ask about... what else do I have to ask about? Not much yet. Oh, well, that's because I didn't mean to click enter. Ask about paintings. Ask about booze. I know you don't need to tell about anything, but I'm just... what happens about Fifi? She'll get hers when Uncle Henri finally sees through her. It's hard for me to have any respect for that man. I get much more interesting responses with tell about. You should stay away from him, Laura. He's just a dirty old man. Let me tell you about Gloria. She's not famous or anything. She just pretends to be. She really lives off the men in her life. Just you wait. I'll bet he comes on to you before the night is over. He always does. Yeah, these tell responses are much more interesting than the ask responses. Tell Ethel about Gloria. Whoop, Gloria. Gloria. All Gloria cares about is what she can get out of people, especially men. About Rudy. I can tell you Rudy has his eye on Henri's money, probably to pay off his gambling debts. Tell Ethel about Henri. Don't worry about him, dear. His bark is worse than his bite. I knew she couldn't be trusted. So apparently I can just tell people about things when I don't even know about them, like about Celie. Celie's a good cook, isn't she? Like, the jambalaya was especially good. Jambalaya. The stairs lead to a third level of the house. There is a doorway in front of you and another to the right. This must be Fifi's room. Although her room is in the attic, she has fixed it up nicely. Oh, the French girl has the room in the garret. But of course. The art in this is so well done. Like, look at these stairs. You can, even though it's shaded with black because you have a very limited color palette, they still have that highlight along the edge of the stairs so you can see where the individual stairs are. And with a very clear light source from this little sconce here. So nice. Just such attention to detail. Love it. We've got the little pools of light here under these sconces. I don't know why I'm trying to point with Laura. I have mouse control. Like, look, this is what I'm talking about. My mouse just turns itself off if I don't use it for a little bit. So I am not playing with a guide. I'm just playing with my own remembrances. It's real creepy and dark out here. You shiver at the thought of venturing outside alone. Perhaps you ought to go back inside. Nope. What a wonderful view of the old plantation house. From here you can almost imagine what it must have been like during its glory days. Those good old days of slavery. So good. Look, statue. Oh, not statute. Statue, yes. Well. The statue appears to resemble the colonel in full officer's regalia. Yeah, I have not spent my money lavishly. I'm just living on a plantation and have a statue of myself. You're standing on the east side of the circular gravel driveway leading to the old plantation house. Why do you have a driveway when you're on an island? This I do not understand. How would anything worth driving get here? There's an old deep well just off the driveway. Look, bucket. The leaky oaken bucket barely holds water. Look in well. You look into the well, but as it's deep and dark, you can't see much. And then if I just walk by, and splash. You're standing at the northeast corner of the house, right outside the kitchen. Beside the kitchen door, you see a doghouse and a cellar door. Look in doghouse. Not close enough. You peer into the dark interior of the doghouse and look around. Currently, it's empty. The frog noises. Love it. Out the back door, a garden path encircles a small statue, then continues on through a lovely rose arbor. Look, statue. An exquisite statue of a dancing satyr. It's a wonderful little garden. You wonder who planted it. Certainly not the colonel. Rows surround the little heart-shaped garden. Painting the roses red, we're painting the roses red. Oh, pardon me, but Mr. 3, why do you paint them red? Ooh. Okay, I'm going to step away for a second because I need to get more Kleenex because I am sick. But enjoy my new Be Right Back screen because it's amazing and I'm so proud of it. If I could get my cursor. I'm back. Hooray! I have obtained Kleenex. I have obtained a drink. Doo-doo. Oh. I am looking not in my DOSBox window. There we go. Now when I press keys, things happen. Okay. You feel better now that you're back in the house. It was scary out there. Oh no. I haven't talked to Gloria yet. You found the Colonel's billiard room. Funny, he doesn't seem to be the kind of guy who would enjoy playing billiards, listening to records on the Victrola or the player piano.
Would you like a drink?
No, thank you. Ask about. Let's just go through everybody and then we'll tell about everybody, and as we do, clears that Gloria's more in the mood to listen to music than to talk to you. I'm going to tell you about Fifi then. Okay, so she just doesn't want to talk at all. Look. Table. Some of these tables could use a good dusting. So we got 2 minutes to ad break. Oh, I should have held off on my tissue paper run, but yeah, I didn't. So deal. Billiard table. This is an old billiard table. As it's quite dirty and dusty, it doesn't appear as if billiards has been played much. Upon it, you see 3 balls, 2 red and 1 white. Look, balls. See 3 balls on the billiard table, 2 red and 1 white. Apparently, you're supposed to have more, like, it's the wrong balls, just to show that the place is run down. And who knows anything about billiards? Look, Victrola. See an old-fashioned Victrola and cabinet in the corner of the room. Look, piano. A lovely old player piano sits against the back wall. Look, painting. You see a picture of a lovely dark-haired girl above the player piano. Strange, her eyes seem to have a haunted, hollow look to them. Look, I didn't actually look at Gloria. Gloria Swanson, a beautiful platinum blonde, is the Colonel's other niece and Gertie's daughter. She seems so glamorous with her long feathered boa, stunning jewels, and lovely gown. You've been told that she's a successful actress in Hollywood, although you've never heard of her. Break time! I'll try not to move the story forward during the break, but I literally make no promises because sometimes story just happens. Look, Knigget. A very old suit of armor, with a gloved hand holding a battle axe, stands beside the stairway. Although it's well polished, all of its joints are completely rusted. Look, axe. It's a 14th century Swiss battle axe, finally handcrafted by Doge Giuseppe Minelli of Venice on his 90th birthday for his daughter, who went to Antonio Farmicelli, the Bologna merchant. Later, it became a favorite piece of Anne Boleyn's. Of course, Lizzie had the most fun with it. Wow. I don't. Wow. Okay. That's amazing. That is amazing. Lizzie obviously referring to Queen Elizabeth there. Or maybe it's making a Lizzie Borden joke. Uh,
Would you like a drink?
no, thank you. Look, Clarence. Clarence Sparrow is a dapper-looking man in his late 40s. From what you have gleaned, he has been the Colonel's attorney for some time and seems to know the rest of the group as well. His manner's a bit on the curt side. You can sense a bit of sneakiness here. Look, cigar. That's a big cigar. Look, bird. A colorful parrot swings merrily on its perch. Talk, bird. The parrot cocks its head quizzically. Look, painting. See a beautiful girl and casually wonder who she might be. Funny, her eyes seem to have a strange, hollow look to them. So, interestingly, all right, I do a lot of fashion history stuff. So it's very interesting, this painting, showing a woman in not just a sleeveless, but a strapless gown. Which, honestly, they're rather hard to manufacture, to make a strapless gown that will stand up. Usually involves a lot of boning and structure, and it just was not the style. Like, to have a sleeveless gown was a popular style for debutantes in the sort of Victorian era. It was actually a required part of a debutante ball gown. You had to have a sleeveless gown with opera-length gloves, all in white, of course. But just the structure of a strapless gown was not really a thing yet at this point. There is a very famous painting called Madame X, which is of a woman who wears a gown with just straps, which I think is like 1890s. Famously and scandalously, in the original version of the painting, one of the straps had fallen off of her shoulder. But yeah, full-on strapless, not really a thing. Which is neat because a lot of the fashions otherwise in this are quite good. Like, Laura's dress is frankly quite shapeless. You can see, from what little you can see of how it's designed, it's got a very low waist. The dropped waist, as it's called, was emblematic of the 1920s fashion. If you think flappers, you're going to think a dropped waist dress. Shorter than had been style, but definitely still below the knee. Lillian's outfit is a bit more of what a showgirl might wear. Laura is more what an actual flapper would be dressed as. But because this is a game, we're working with stereotypes. Alrighty. We are out of the ad break, so let's continue the story. I don't think I'm going to get 100% on this run. Like, you need a guide. This is a cozy guest room which Gloria and Gertie are sharing. We head into Act 2. It is a classic game. It's an excellent game. But we are going to rely on stereotypes of what people expect to see. So that the player will quickly understand from their own modern context what people are like. Like, for example, she's gone to bed fully dressed. Look. Gertie. Gertrude Dijon is the Colonel's widowed sister-in-law. She's obviously behind the times, as she looks like she has just stepped out of the gay 90s. A bit of a snob, she walks around with her nose high in the air and has an annoying habit of constantly playing with her many strands of pearls. Oh my word, what is this upon the ground? Looks like someone dropped a white handkerchief on the floor. No, well, seeing as Gertie says that she's dressed like she's from the gay 90s, so the 1890s, she would have been in a full corset under that. I cannot imagine that would be comfortable to sleep in. Take handkerchief. Not close enough. Of course not. The dreaded phrase, you're not close enough. Move. Okay. Look, handkerchief. Ta-da! Inspect handkerchief. Oh, I thought it would give me a description. Excuse me. Speaking of handkerchiefs, I had to blow my nose. Okay. Did something happen in here? A small table is lying on its side near a wide open window. Is that cigar smoke you smell? Is it? Sniff, sniff. Look, window. Who could have opened the window? And why? Is there anything I can actually investigate here? It appears that a small table has been knocked over, with the potted plant it supported lying crumpled on the floor. Look, plant. Look, pant. No, don't look at pants. It appears that a small table has been knocked over with the potted plant it supported lying crumpled on the floor. I don't think I can, but take plant. Don't worry about it. Fifi will get it. Examine handkerchief. It's like, I know I need to use the magnifier that I get on it later, and I don't have one yet. Inspect. Nope. You're not being helpful, game. That wouldn't accomplish anything. Make me feel better. Just gotta type through. Oh, nope, that's way too many OUs. Thoroughly. Nope. Fun fact, the big box of the game actually came with a notepad and pencil. Which I didn't realize at the time because I was very small. But that notepad kept on like floating around our house. So kept on finding it in drawers at random times. We never used it, but oh, someone's walking outside the second story veranda. Who could it be? And how would I see that? Okay. Corpsey time. I mean, not that I know that I'm about to find a corpse. Oh! Honey, if you found any items you're confused about or would like more information about, try showing it to the others. They may reveal more information about it to you.
Thanks, Daddy.
I didn't mean to go that far up. Dance party. This is the southwest corner of the mansion, right outside the billiard room. Oh dear! It looks as if Gertie has accidentally fallen from her upstairs window and killed herself. Or was it an accident? Look, Gertie. Gertie's dead, all right. Search body. Not close enough. She's gonna get me. You quickly examine Gertie's body and see that she died of a broken neck. See no clues as to what might have happened. See nothing special. Call 911. Game does not understand. Perform CPR. Loot body. Game does not understand loot. Aw. No, my quest for glory phrases are not working. It's a tragedy and sadness. Autopsy. Dirty. Game does not understand autopsy. Oh, some of the jokes are just for me. Scream. Not understood. Okay. Let's go tell Gloria. Break the news to her. They made a whole bunch of different songs for the Victrola. That's really quite impressive. It appears that Gloria's more in the mood to listen to music than talk to you. Very well. The real joy of text parsers is making your own fun. Oh, absolutely. I can try and do whatever I want. Mother? Oh no, can't be. She just calmly walks over there, opens the door. You're very mean. There's nothing there. This music is very antithetical to the atmosphere. I just found a dead body. And I'm just going to go check for myself. Oh my goodness. Look for Gertie. I have to do that myself. Oh. Yes, I will. I'll do that later when I have the appropriate inventory items. This is not the time for John Philip Sousa. There has been a murder. Yeah. There are a couple of ghoulish-looking door knockers. Use knockers. There's no need to knock. Just go into the house. Oh, there's something you can say here that makes a funny thing. What is it? What big knockers? Why, thank you, Doctor. That's it. Young Frankenstein reference. This is the southeast corner of the mansion, right outside the parlor. Go down the stairs. You know, Polly, you really understand me, don't you? Ah, Polly, ah. This parrot is much better than the one in Monkey Island, too. I hate that parrot. Tell about Gertie. Huh? All right, then. Hooray. Polly, want a cracker? Oh, no, she's saying that. Polly, want a cracker? Awk. Cracker. Move mirror. Is Gertie just in there drinking by herself, or is she actually talking with the parrot? Look, holes. You know how they all feel about me, don't you, Polly? Ah? Well, I don't care what they think, especially Gertie and that conniving daughter of hers. I think I'll have another drink. Okay, Polly? Have a drink. Huh? Drink. Cheers to you. While I'm in here, nothing of interest in the dining room. Still faint. Bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes. I will miss all of the Americans on TikTok and all of their funny animals. No, Polly, you really understand me, don't you, huh? Ah, Polly, ah. Ask about bacon pancakes. Aw, the game does not understand bacon. Poor game. The poor game doesn't know about bacon. You didn't know just how cute birds can be? Oh, they're so sweet. I would not personally want one because I know people who have birds and they are also nightmare demon chickens. But they're so cute. The game does not understand bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes. It's so funny that so many birds have picked up on that one. Like I've never seen a bird actually say that it wants a cracker, but so many birds apparently want bacon pancakes. Come to think of it, I want bacon pancakes. Look, elevator. Currently, you don't see an elevator, just an elevator shaft. Fine then. Shaft. The elevator seems to be upstairs. Ooh, someone's walking by. So spooky. So spooky. Look, mantle. Various objects and knickknacks are displayed on the fireplace mantle. None of it interests you, though. Oh, is that the one that's spread? Oh, I see. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of birds that do the bacon pancakes. Like, because people who have birds happen to also watch other people who have birds. And then those birds also pick up on the bacon pancake song. There's like at least 3 or 4 that I followed that do it. This appears to be the Colonel's study, as a large desk dominates the room. Upon the desk, you notice a small glass case. At the back of the room, 2 large cabinets also catch your attention. Well, if you're going to call things out by name, look at case. You look through the small glass case and notice a little silver derringer mounted upon a blue velvet backing. Open desk. Personally, like the lady that just goes, "Go, snowball!" while her parakeet dances. I'm not sure if I've seen that one in particular. So many little birds and cute animals will be lost to us. There will be no more Milton the pug. There will be no more Nala of Nala Stomps, or Maxie the corgi that rides around in a backpack. I'm gonna miss them all. If you've seen One Bird Chance, you've pretty much seen them all. Very true. Open cabinet. You carefully open the glass door of the cabinet and look inside. Stored within is the Colonel's rifle collection. Can I rifle through the rifles? Cautiously, you peek inside the open door of the cabinet. Not surprisingly, part of the Colonel's weapons collection is housed there. Within the cabinet, you see an Australian boomerang, a steel cutlass, a pearl-handled dagger, a mace, and an antique crossbow. You also see a gold dagger shaped like an Egyptian something. Nala Stomps is great. What is the purpose of TikTok? Being delightful. I'm Canadian. I can still use TikTok. A lot of creators will be gone. Possibly as of this weekend. Bookshelf. See, nothing special. Spin globe. That's really funny on high speed. Gee, you feel a little dizzy now. That's adorable. That's adorable. I haven't gone to see Celie at all yet. This old house has a nice big kitchen. Oop, time passes. Now, child, I ain't no use getting yourself upset. Things have a way of working themselves out. I know, Celie, but it just doesn't seem right. Oh, hi, Laura. I can't spy on this room, so I don't know what they're talking about. Look, Celie. Celie is the Colonel's cook. She's an overweight black lady who, on the surface, seems to be distant and unfriendly. However, you sense that she is probably a very nice person just minding her own business. You've heard that Celie practices voodoo, and you wonder about this. Look, table. Celie rolls out tomorrow's bread on the kitchen table. Why are you rolling bread? You need bread. You don't really roll it. You roll out biscuits, which would be appropriate for the South. But you don't roll bread. How's your mama doing these days, child? Oh, you know mother, Seely. Roll, 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 roll. Open. Ice box. Aha! A leftover soup bone. As it might come in handy, you grab it and take it with you, because you never know when hauling around a piece of meat could come in handy. I often just take meat from random refrigerators that I encounter. Don't you? Look. Coffee pot. Smell of coffee permeates the room from the bubbling pot. Overboiled coffee. Delicious. Ask about Gertie. I could care less about her. Tell about Gertie. That can't be true, Laura. I'll go see. Yeah, just some raw meat. A short time later. Oh, you're just imagining things, Laura. I'm imagining things? Show. Handkerchief. Looks familiar. Ask about Polly. Oh, that's my uncle's parrot. He just dotes on that bird. All right, let's talk to Seely. Oh, this is intimidating. I don't like that. How's your son doing, Seely? I'm so proud of him, Miss Lillian. He's graduating from college, you know. Please note that Seely's family, that good things happen to Seely's family. She's not kept here against her will in any way whatsoever. Colonel. Ask about the Colonel. I ain't got nothing to say about him. Ask about Seely. If Seely wants you to know anything, you can tell her yourself. Seely, would you make me up a new Gree for... Hush on that child. No, now. So Gree, as I have learned from Gabriel Knight, is sort of a voodoo potion spell bag type thing. Ask. She's a voodoo lady, so I need to get something of the head, something of the dead, something of the body, and something of the thread. Adventure games just like their voodoo. There's the voodoo lady in all of the Monkey Island games. There's voodoo in Gabriel Knight. There's voodoo in this. It's that voodoo that you do. Everything you know about voodoo and hoodoo came from Gabriel Knight? Yeah. Same. Which is probably not good, but not the worst. If everything you knew about voodoo you learned from Monkey Island, then we'd have a problem. Ask about Fifi. She's just the maid, that's all. Beauregard doesn't seem to have much energy anymore. All he does is lie around. Why, he's most 15 years old, Miss Lillian. What do you expect? Yes, it's starter knowledge. It's the basics. Ask about... Okay, Jeeves. He's only the butler. Clarence. I don't want to talk about him. Ooh, interesting. Whoop. Don't pay attention to him. Ask about. Gloria. Don't pay no attention to her. Don't know nothing about him. Very close-lipped. Which, you know what? Good for her. Everyone else is just rattling off everyone else's business, thinking they're being sneaky. No, Celia is the only one who actually is like, no, I'm not talking to you. Ask about Ethel. Don't have no opinion about her. Ain't good manners to talk about someone right in front of them. Take bread. Wait till tomorrow. Take coffee. Never been fond of coffee, and I'm afraid you will never make it as a journalist, Laura. Got caught on the edge of the scenery there. Let me out. Look, dog. Old Beauregard snoozes in his doghouse. Pet dog. Best game! Pet the dog forever. Yes, I have played Lorbo too. That game is gorgeous. Although the characters in it are much more blasé about all of the dead bodies. They'll often just hang around with a dead body. It's like, no, what? People are being murdered? I'm so confused. Rapidly pet dog. Yes, it's urgent. Pet the dog. Give dog bone. Okay. Oh, it's so cute. Look in dog house. Oh. For crying out loud. No, no. You know how they all are. They'll be fine, Miss Lillian. You'll see. No. Oh, no. Oh, no, I screwed it up. Ah! Oh, it was a while ago. Oh, darn it. I refuse to let the... I did lose my only soup bone because I accidentally went back in, so the dog went back in his house. And this game it's very easy to miss stuff, and I don't want to miss that bit. Because that basically locks me out from talking to Celie at all. Oh gosh, I have no idea what's happened at this point. Nudev. Parser games and Mavis Beacon teaches typing, or why I can type to this day. Sierra Games! Clarence is sitting alone at the bar. Nothing in the dining room. Smell. Smells like perfume. Mavis Beacon, Mavis Beacon, Mavis Beacon, Mavis Beacon. That is a terrible earworm. Bacon pancakes. Okay. Smell. Oh. Doctor's reading a magazine. Nothing in the billiard room. Oh, interesting. Is Gloria not in there? We found the Colonel's billiard room. Funny, he doesn't seem to be the kind of guy who would enjoy playing billiards, listening to records of the Petrillo, or the player piano.
Would you like a drink?
No, thank you. You know what? I'm going to go up and see Seely now, because I can. This old house has a nice big kitchen. Right now you see Seely Oh, I am so sorry. I hope no one was wearing headphones. Oh. Right now you see Seely washing the dinner dishes while Beauregard has found a warm spot by the stove. 'Cause he's a good dog. Can I pet him here? It's important. Science that I need to do. Okay. Yes, he's a good dog. Open ice box. Oh. One word. Aha! Leftover soup bone. Taking meat. Okay. Actually, you know what? Give bone to dog. I've saved. I'm trying to get close enough. Game. Oh, look at him wagging his little tail. Give the bone to Beauregard, who eagerly begins to gnaw on it. So yeah, you can give it away to him much earlier. Because it's a Sierra game, and it wants you to fail. Actually, take it. Yeah, there's nothing really to find outside at this point. Yeah, like basically, it technically increases replayability because you get to the end, you get to the sleuthometer or the sleuthometer or however you want to say it, and then you realize, oh, I missed all of this stuff. Like, I can kind of understand a lot of the Walking Deads in earlier games. Like, it might just have been a case of, okay, we don't quite know what we're doing. We didn't realize that you could do this and this and this, and the game would, like, you could advance in the game, but without the whatever it is you need. But sometimes they do it just to be mean. Found a small hidden room. I notice a faint aroma of perfume. Rudy's having a drink in his room. I don't think I talked to Rudy before. Aloe said exactly that. Nobody knew what they were doing. We had no blueprint. Yeah. It's like, oh, this, I'm, when you're playing the game as the designer, it's like, yes, this is obviously the next thing that you would do. But then actually, when other people start getting their hands on it, you realize all the things you missed. I recently watched a speed run of Quest for Glory 4 because I'm replaying that for the 11 billionth time and just wanted to see what a speed run would actually look like. It was done in 55 seconds because it's possible to get to the very last room of the game before doing anything. Like, you go from the first room to the second room and then you're done. Yeah, you start in the cave, so you're in like the bone chamber. You get out of that to the heart chamber. You can just climb right up to the sense chamber or whatever it is, the very last room, and Adavis is there, Katrina's there. You just finish the game. I think you might have to start as like I'm not sure on all of the details on it, but the whole game was completed in 55 seconds. I think it was called like a stupidly broken percent run or something like that. I think that there should be a speed run to see like to get all of the dreams in Quest for Glory 4 and all of the at night events. So overhearing the innkeepers crying and all of that. Yeah, I'm not sure if the staff shows up by itself or if like I think it was a wizard character, so it might be able to summon the staff or something. I'm honestly not sure of the ins and outs of it. I was watching without sound, so if he explained anything, I didn't hear it. I think all of the dreams, you just have to like be in Arana's piece or by the staff and sleep there, and they will just happen. But I think that the notes and the innkeepers waking you up, I think they happen on specific days. So I don't know. I think that could be a kind of an interesting speed run to see, like, okay, I have to sleep in the inn on this day, but I have to keep on sleeping in the gardens on all of these other days to get all of the dreams. I don't know. I think that could be very interesting. Yay, it ignored the fact that I added a slash. Smell all of the smells. I think this is the only Sierra game where smelling things is not just a joke option. Okay, look. Oh, no, I don't want to look holes yet because that'll advance time. Okay, as salacious as this is, we're skipping it. Well, like in Space Quest 4, I believe you can smell things, but you don't need to actually advance the plot in any meaningful way. You can also lick everything. Though a lot of the time you'll just get, don't mess with it. But the smelling in this game is actually important. You need to smell stuff. Whoop, no. Hit the wrong key. Let's talk to Rudy. Think he's in here? Oh, Clarence is in here. Oh, but I haven't seen Clarence yet.
Would you like a drink?
No, thank you. You know, I'm just going to follow Jeeves because I can. He disappeared. He is the magic man. My business with Colonel Dijon is private, young lady. Don't ask me about Fifi. Go ask the old Colonel yourself. Oh, you are a mean man. Why? You sick? No, I'm fine, thank you. Don't care to discuss her. Ask about Gloria. You'll have something interesting to say here. You're getting too personal here, young lady. Ask about Jeeves. I never bother with the servants. Ah, so you are a jerk. Ask about Rudy. I don't wish to discuss him, especially with you. Ethel? Why would you care about that old dame? She's nothing but a cheap drunk. Ask about Lillian. Lillian? It's not much better than her mother. Those two make a good pair. The bird makes too much noise. Ask about butt. I don't know anything about it. I could care less. Because he's got a cigar, so we can talk about butts. Butt is a proper word in this game. I have to ask more people about butts. Oh, I must ask everyone about butts. Excuse me, I must go now to ask about all of the butts. Just because I do get a response, I must get all of the responses. Sealy, tell me about butts. Don't know nothing about it. It is an actual clue. You can find a cigar butt at one point. So it allows you to ask it. That I think. Show butt, you don't have it. Laura doesn't have a butt. Although I think I haven't done this. Magazine. Wilbur's reading a magazine, but you're not close enough to see it. Well, I'm going to go closer. Look over Wilbur's shoulder at the magazine and see pictures of racehorses. Ask the doctor about butt. I don't know anything about it. See, I've got this mole. You're a terrible doctor, Wilbur. I'm 100% sure that if Al Lowe had any involvement in this game, there would be way more comments when you try and talk about butt. So Rudy's in his room. Talk to him here. Okay. I didn't talk to him at all in my last reality. So Uncle Henri hasn't always understood me. Could sure use his money. Support more. Ask about butt. You don't know anything about butts, do you? Tell about butts. You don't want to know about my butt? I just realized once I actually pick it up, I will be able to try to smell butt. Oh, I gotta get to that point. I gotta get to that point in the game. Okay. I'm gonna do all the proper things. I'm gonna ask him about all this stuff. I don't need to, actually. What do you care about, Wilbur? He's nothing but a jerk doctor. Ask about Clarence. He's nothing but a lying scoundrel. Take your bets on what the game it says it smells like. Probably give a serious answer, like it smells like a fine cigar or something, but but it just delights me that the option is going to be there. Smell butt percent speedrun. Ask about Gloria. Don't listen to what the others say about Gloria. She is really a good cookie. Hey. And just because she is a good cookie. Cookie face. They're very happy. I'm very proud of them. They're very cute. Ask about Fifi. She's a looker, all right, but she ain't to be trusted. Oh, apparently he's gone Texan. Ask about Ethel. Aunt Ethel's always drunk. Who cares about her? Just such a wonderful family, so loving, so caring. Ask about Gertie. Did I ask about Gertie? Leave my mother out of this. Ask about Lillian. Lillian has always overreacted to things. Someone ought to teach her some self-control. Okay, now I'm going to tell about. Let's get different answers. I don't care in the least about Lillian right now. Actually, I haven't been asked about Rudy. Rudy. I'm not discussing myself with you. Oh, I didn't ask about Celie either. She's a strange old gal. Ask about Polly. I don't pay any attention to that old bird. Could also be said about Celie. Ask about Dog. Dog's okay, I guess. You can actually see him petting the dog later. Having a chat with it. So try to portray him as not wholly awful. He's awful, don't get me wrong. Like he is a bad man. Okay, no, I'm telling about now. Tell about Lillian. I already told him. But he'd like that dog. Oh, we're ad break in 5 minutes. Doesn't care what Aunt Ethel does. Tell about Clarence. What's that jerk up to now?
I don't know, Rudy.
Not going to waste my time thinking about him. Tell about Fifi. I should get to know that little coquette. Find out what she's up to. Ew. Ew. Why you gotta be gross? I don't care about the butler. I don't care what the cook does. Can it pet that dog? He can, in fact, pet that dog. I can also pet that dog, but I'm not giving it a soup bone yet. I have learned my lesson. Okay. Oh, and most importantly, ask about butt. Oh, I already did. Okay. And I've just noticed just how late it is. I should maybe actually go get some sleep. Little girl that says the same thing 4 times and means a different thing every time. I haven't actually. I don't know that I've seen that one. But I think it actually might be sleepy time for me shortly. I'm just going to save over Gonna Die so I don't have to type anything. Can I pet that dog? That one I've seen, but... Let's see if I can find someone to raid. Ooh, what is my mouse cursor doing? I'm looking at this on my my Twitch page now. Ooh. Oh dear, I'm gonna sneeze. Nope, I'm not. Oh, we're just at that horrible bit between sneezing and not sneezing. Let's see if I can find someone to raid. I'm not really finding anybody. So maybe we'll just call that a night. Thank you so much for coming by and keeping me company while I can't sleep because I'm sick. This is a very enjoyable game. I don't know when I'll get back to it, but it was fun to play through. Again, thanks so much. Have a wonderful night. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow? I don't even know what day it is. Sunday night to Monday morning to play Quest for Glory 4. We're probably going to be hitting the end game. It's going to be very fun. And let's see if I can end the stream before putting you all into the ads. Have a good night.